Hi, and welcome back to our kitchen. Today I'm going to do a summer treat that my kids always used to love, and it's on the grill. I haven't done a grilling show yet, so I figured today would be the day. Keep in mind when we go out, I got a lot of traffic going by, so we'll see how that goes. First of all, you're going to need a whole pineapple. Now if you don't have a whole pineapple, buy a couple cans of the chunk in the juice and use those. The reason I'm using whole pineapple is because I can cut them to the size I want to put them on the skewers so they don't fall apart. Let me show you how to cut this thing up. I was told that if you go to the grocery store, they charge you for this top part, and they said if your grocer allows you to take it off and then weigh it, you know, you might be friends with your grocer, but I don't think it'd go very well around here, so that's an idea to save some money. I'm going to cut the top piece off, and I'm going to cut the bottom piece off. Sit it up straight and start going down the sides. You want those short round things off of there. It might take you a couple times to go around, but it'll be worth it in the end. Okay, now I'm going to do the bottom where I missed. The reason I have it on this cutting board, it's got a lip on the sides, and that prevents the juices of what you're cutting, if it's juicy, from running all over your counter. Same with watermelon. I use the same board because it's got the tray on the edges that stops the juice from going all over the place. Okay, now I can see that I still have a few of the eyes on here. They call them eyes for some reason. Take those off because they're not pleasant to eat. A piece right there. Now I'm going to cut it down the middle. Cut it again. Now we need to take the tough core out of it. This is what they consider the core. And you can tell the difference between the pineapple and the core. So I just want to slice downward and take that off. A little bit of spot here. Take that off. There's another eyeball looking at me. Okay, I'm going to do this to all 4 pieces. Sorry I'm so loud when I chop. It's slippery, so watch you don't cut yourself. Okay, now we have the pieces that we want to cut down the middle here, down the middle here, same here, oops, wrong middle. Now this is called a Pina Colada chicken and sausage kebab. It was a summer favorite of my kids. I had one daughter that mainly would like all vegetables on her kebab, and the other daughter wanted all meat. So it's like, okay, you're going to get them as I make them, If you have a request, I can make them for you. All vegetables or all meat. Cut them in bite-sized pieces like this. See? Helps them stay on the skewers. Now people are saying, what's a skewer? This is a skewer. You slide your meat on there, and because this is metal, I like these better. Number one, they've lasted forever. Number two, it heats the meat in the middle as you cook it. Almost done. Okay, now I'm going to show you what I have in here. I have chicken that I cut up in bites. Well, I wouldn't call that a bite-sized piece, but that's good enough for me. And then a half an onion, one red bell pepper, and a half of a smoked sausage thing, too, whatever they call it. In California, I could find coconut pineapple juice all over the place, but I had a problem this time. Number one, of quarantines, and the shelves aren't stocked real good yet. I don't even know if they even carry it here because we live in a small town. So I had to try to make my own. What I did is I took a can of coconut cream. Now you can use coconut milk in a can. Make sure it's a good brand. This is Thai Kitchen. And I poured the coconut cream in here mainly because you'll have a glob of cream on the top. Now I whisk it with a whisk real good so it wouldn't have those big globs in it. And then I took a cup of pineapple juice. This is Dole. I have the bigger cans. If you don't have the bigger cans, use 2 4-ounce cans of pineapple juice. Or if you're using pineapple chunks, save the juice and that can be your pineapple juice. I'm going to dump this all in here. Now there's different coconut milks in the can and people don't know the difference. This is coconut cream. This is good for being dairy free if you want to make a coconut whipped cream. So whipped cream is out of the question for me. So I make a coconut whipped cream. And then here's another coconut. This is what you would normally buy to make drinks. And I wanted to see what it tasted like before I dumped it in here. That's why I went back to the coconut cream. This is very, very sweet. And then the other one is coconut milk. It doesn't have as much cream as this, but it's good in baking. So I've dumped those in there. In here I have a teaspoon of smoked paprika, teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of pepper, quarter of a teaspoon of ginger, teaspoon of onion powder, teaspoon of garlic powder. And you know I always have to put liquor in my recipes. This is very optional. I used to put coconut rum, the Malibu, but I can't afford to go out and buy a bottle when I'm not drinking it anymore. So I just use the spice rum. Put your pineapple in there. This is going to soak up all your marinade. Now, I want to make sure that I got enough in there. I don't like that piece. Might as well put it all in. If I have extra, I could just grill it on the grill. Make some salsa out of it maybe. I need to stir this up. Now skewers. If you don't have these and don't want to afford to buy them, or can't afford to buy them I should say, they make wooden ones that you can get in any grocery store this time of year. And what they're made out of is bamboo. Now they're going to make a smaller kebab, but that's okay if you're having a large crowd come over. And the other thing about it is you need to soak them in water in a flat bowl, flat container, to get that wood wet so it won't burn on your grill. Get this mixed up. Now if you see little specks of coconut cream that looks curdled, that's alright. It's going to cook off anyway. Get that all soaking in the marinade, and you want to marinate this for half an hour. And preferably in the refrigerator, but if you don't have room, it can sit out on the counter for half an hour. No longer than that. You don't want poison. Sorry. Okay, let me go let this marinate for a half an hour and we'll come back. Thank you. Okay, I've let this marinate for half an hour and we're going to start assembling them. I've got the grill going, getting hot. Sprayed it with my grill spray to make sure it doesn't stick. So I'm going to start threading these on. This is a messy job, and make sure you don't stab yourself. I like to alternate vegetables and meat. So in other words, I got a chicken, a beef, an onion, a chicken, and I'm going to put a red pepper on. Good stuff, the pineapple. Now, I usually put mushrooms on here, but I don't know. I didn't see any at the grocery store yesterday. Big pieces try to go through the middle of them like that. They're going to slide around. Don't panic. And I need a red pepper. And I need a piece of chicken. Okay, this is a messy job. I'm going to take a break and come back when I already have them done to show you what they look like. Okay, I got my grill real cleaned off. Really cleaned off, I should say. And I want to put these in here. They're so long that the lid won't come down if I don't put them right. So what I do is I alternate them. Be careful when you reach back in there, so you won't burn yourself. And that one, and I can fit the last one in. I brought my tongs out. That's what I'm going to use to flip them. Sorry about the traffic. We got a lot of traffic that goes past our house during the day. And in this packet, what I did is I had chicken, little pieces of chicken, pineapple, the red peppers and stuff left over. So I just put them in a packet and I'm putting them onto the grill. Now I have all my burners on. This is what I sprayed on my grill before I'm using it. And I'm going to put a little bit of spicy Montreal steak seasoning. It's got little red pepper flakes in it to give it a little bit of spice. Salt and pepper. There we go. Now I'll go ahead and cook these, flipping them over. And we like them pretty charred on the peppers and actually the sausage too. We like it pretty charred. So I'll come back when I can get rid of this traffic. And I'll show you what they look like. They're done. This is what they look like when they come off the grill. I apologize, I should have showed you grilling them, but the traffic, it was 5 o'clock, everybody's going home. Okay, I have to show you what they look like. What we do is we take the shish kebab and just slide them off. And I made some coconut rice the other day to go with them. Actually, we went with something else, but this is what a perfect match. And then you pick the ones up out of the thing that fall off, and that's your plate. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for visiting us, and push the like, subscribe button. Comment if you want to see anything or have any questions about how I do anything, because I might tend to jump over things that you want to do. You want to know how to do them because I've been cooking for so long. Bye.